Hello there. Thanks for stopping by Max's Cards and Dice Dugout. This is episode 122, and we are at the Salt Palace in Salt Lake City, Utah, for game number 9 of the 1974-1975 New York Nets replay using Uptempo basketball from the Clark and Addison Gaming Company and creator Brian Haverkamp. Before we get to the game or anything else, let's take a look at the scoring so far for the Nets. I'm only keeping track of points scored. I'm not keeping track of anything else. The only other thing you really could keep track of in this game would be field goal percentage, but I'm just concentrating on points and the points per game average, and no surprise, the 5 starters with Julius Erving leading the whole team at 25.5 points per game. Really no surprise here. The bench, providing some production. But one thing I don't think I mentioned before, as you can see so far anyway, all 10 players on the roster have played in every game. That may not always be the case. And this will really only happen most likely to a bench player, just based on the way the percentages are set up on the cards. If a player does not take a shot or make a defensive play during the course of a game, then I will consider that he did not play that game. But that has not happened yet, so we'll see if it happens going down the road. All right, so game 9, as I mentioned, at the Salt Palace in Salt Lake City, Utah. Going into this game, our replay Nets are 8-1, and the Utah Stars are 1-6. I have an asterisk next to that because that is their real life record coming into this game on October 30th, 1974. In real life that night, the Nets won by 4 points, 95-91. And the last time these two teams met in our replay, which was the season opener at the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum, the Stars put on a clinic and gave the Nets a shellacking, beating them by 22, 110-88. So far this season against the Stars, the Nets are 0-1, and the Stars have the 1-game lead, as you can see there. Okay, so I think we're ready to get going, but I don't have all my dice. I use this to keep track of my clock. It's been about a month since I've had this on the table with all of the Triple Crown races I was doing and the other projects I was running. This kind of got put on a back burner for about a month, but it's back on the table tonight, and we are ready for the opening tip-off, and that's going to go to the Nets. So the Nets bring the ball down the court, and that is going to be a turnover. So we're going the other way. Here come the Stars. And they turn it right back over. So 40 seconds into this game, both teams can't decide whether or not they want to score. This is going to be a 2-point basket for the Nets, and this is coming from Al Skinner. So the Nets are on the board. Skinner's basket, and lead 2-0. 11 minutes to go in the opening period. That's going to be a run for the Stars. Run early in the game. So we roll a 46, and that's going to be a 6-0 run for the Stars. So we'll get that card out. And we'll roll again to see how the points are going to be distributed. We roll a 12, so it's going to be the first column. We're going to get 2 points for the small forward, and that will be Bruce Seals. So 2 points for Seals. Game is tied 2-2. Next will be 2 points for the power forward. That's a 44. That's going to be Gerald Govan. So 2 points for Govan. And the Stars lead 4-2. And lastly, 2 points for the center, and those will be coming from Moses Malone. And at the completion of the run, the Stars now lead 6-2. We take 2 minutes off the clock after a run is completed, and there was 9 minutes remaining in the period. And the Stars lead 6-2. So here come the Nets the other way. It's going to be a free throw attempt, and going to the line for New York is going to be Billy Paltz. He is a 74.8 free throw shooter. Makes the first one and makes the second one. So 2 free throws from Paltz. And it's now 6-4 in favor of Utah. 8:40 to go in the opening period. Here come the Stars. That's going to be a basket, and that'll be coming from Roger Brown, small forward. And it's 8-4 in favor of the Stars. 8:20 to go in the opening period. Nets bring the ball down court. It's going to be another free throw attempt. Going to the line this time will be Julius Erving. He's a 79.9 free throw shooter. Makes the first one. Misses the second. So Erving gets 1 of 2 to drop. And it's now 8-5 in favor of the Stars. 8 minutes to go in the first period. It's going to be another basket for Utah, and that is coming from Moses Malone. 4 points for Malone so far here in the first quarter. And it's now 10-5 in favor of the Stars. Nets coming the other way. And that's going to be a basket. Making that shot is going to be Julius Erving. So the doctor sinks the 2. And it's now 10-7 in favor of the Stars. 7:20 to go in the opening period. It's going to be a free throw attempt for Utah. Going to the line will be Moses Malone. He's a 63.5 free throw shooter. He makes the first one and makes the second one. 6 points for Malone early in the game. And the Stars now lead 12-7 with 7 minutes to go in the opening period. Nets turn the ball over. Here come the Stars the other way. It's going to be a 2-point attempt. Taking that shot will be Ron Boone. He will be defended by John Williamson, who's a -2. That makes Boone a 47.5 shooter from the field, and he misses. Good defense by Williamson, and we're going the other way. 6:20 to go. Here's a basket for New York, and making that shot is going to be Special K, Larry Keenan. And it's now a 3-point game. Stars lead 12-9. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Free throw attempt for Utah. Going to the line will be Bruce Seals. He is a 76.9 free throw shooter. He makes the first one and makes the second one. 2 free throws for Seals, and it's now 14-9 in favor of the Stars with 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first period. Here come the Nets. It's going to be a free throw attempt. Going to the line for New York is going to be Ed Manning. He's an 83.3 free throw shooter. He makes the first one and makes the second one. So 2 free throws for Manning. That's 11 points for the Nets, but they trail by 3, 14-11. With 5:20 to go in the opening period. Here comes Utah. That's a free throw attempt. A lot of free throws in this opening period, a lot of fouls. And going to the line is going to be Roger Brown. He's a 76.6 free throw shooter. He misses the first one and makes the second. Brown. And Utah leads 14-11, 3-point lead with 5 minutes to go in the opening period. Free throw attempt for New York. And going to the line is going to be Billy Paltz. Paltz is a 74.8 free throw shooter. He makes the first one. And the second one rattles around and drops in. So 2 more free throws for Paltz. And it's a 2-point game. Utah leads 15-13 with 4:40 to go. And that's a turnover for Utah. 4:20 to go. Here come the Nets the other way, trying to tie this one up. And that's going to be a basket to tie this game. And making this shot will be Harry Keenan. 4 points for Keenan so far, and we are tied at 15 with 4 minutes to go in the opening period. Comes Utah, and they turn the ball over again. Here are the Nets the other way, trying to capitalize. And they're going to get the basket and the lead, and making that shot is going to be point guard Brian Taylor. First points for BT. And the Nets lead 17-15 with 3:20 to go. Here comes Utah. That's going to be a basket for the Stars, and making that shot is going to be shooting guard Ron Boone. His first points of the game. We are tied at 17 with 3 minutes to go in the opening period. Here come the Nets. It's going to be a basket, and making that shot, it's going to be Whopper Billy Paltz. 7 points for Paltz here in the opening period. Or excuse me, 6 points. And the Nets lead 19-17 with 2:40 to go in the opening period. It's going to be a 2-point attempt for Utah. And taking that shot is going to be Moses Malone. He will be defended by Willie Sojourner off the bench. Sojourner's a -6. That's going to make Malone a 51.2 from the floor. But Malone goes over Sojourner and scores the basket. That is 8 points for Moses here in the opening period. And we are tied at 19 with 2:20 to go. Here come the Nets the other way. And that is going to be a basket, and making that one, Larry Keenan. 6 points for Keenan here in the first period, and it's 21-19 in favor of the Nets. 2 minutes to go in the opening period. Here comes Utah, and Utah scores. Coming up with that one is Ron Boone, shooting guard. It's his second basket, and we are tied at 21 with 1:40 to go in this opening period. Here's another basket for the Nets. And making this one is going to be the Doctor. So 5 points for Irving here in the first period. It's 23-21 in favor of the Nets with 1:20 to go. And that's a basket for Utah. And making that one is going to be Randy Denton off the bench, backup center. Gives Malone a blow, and we are tied at 23. Minute to go. Here come the Nets. And the Nets turn the ball over. 40 seconds remaining. Here comes Utah. And there's a foul. And going to the line for the Stars is going to be shooting guard Ron Boone. He's an 86 even from the line. He misses the first one. and misses the second one, misses both free throws. And we remain tied at 23 with 20 seconds to go. Here come the Nets. And that is going to be a three-point basket. And who's going to be making this one? 81. Al Skinner sinks the three. Smoke Skinner from outside the arc hits the three. And it's now 26 to 23 in favor of the Nets. Final possession of the first period goes to Utah, and they turn it over, and that's it. I'll get totals for this first quarter. I'll be right back. All right, we're back for the second period with the Nets leading 26-23, and jump ball is going to go to the Nets again. They come down the court, and they're going to score here. And making that one is going to be the Doctor. Irving with the first points of the second period, and it's 28 to 23 in favor of the Nets. Here comes Utah. And there's a foul, and going to the line for the Stars is going to be Jim Eakins. He's an 83.6 free throw shooter. Misses the first one and makes the second one. His first point of the game, and it's 28 to 24 in favor of the Nets. 11:20 to go here in the first half. Here's another basket for the Nets, and making that one is going to be John Williamson, his first points of the game. And it's 30 to 24, 6-point lead. Here comes Utah, 11 minutes to go here in the first half. And here's a basket for the Stars, and making this one is going to be Wall Jones. His first points of the game. And it's 30 to 26 with 10:40 to go in the first half. And we got a 3-point, or excuse me, no, that's a 2-point basket, and making that one is going to be BT, point guard Brian Taylor. And it's now 32 to 26, 6-point lead. 10:20 to go in the first half. And another foul going to the line for the Stars is going to be Gerald Govan. He is a 79 even free throw shooter. He makes the first one, and he makes the second one. So it's 32 to 28 in favor of the Nets. 10 minutes to go in the first half. And there's a foul down at this end, and going to the line for the Nets is going to be Dr. J. He's a 79.9 free throw shooter. He misses the first one and makes the second. So it's 33 to 28, 5-point lead. Here's Utah going the other way with 9:40 to go in the half. And that's going to be another foul. Going to the line will be Randy Denton, backup center. He's 76.7 free throw shooter. He misses the first one and makes the second one. So 4-point lead, 33 to 29 with 9:20 to go. Here come the Nets. And this is a 2-point attempt. Taking this shot is going to be the Doctor. Defending him will be Roger Brown, who is a 0. So Irving remains a 51.5. And good defense by Roger Brown. Gets the miss and the stop, and Utah goes the other way with 9 minutes to go in the half. And there's another foul. Going to the line for Utah is going to be Gerald Govan again, 79 even from the line. He misses the first one again. Or no, he made the first one last time, but makes the second one. And now it is a 3-point game. Nets lead 33 to 30 with 8:40 remaining in the half. Here come the Nets. And there's a foul down at this end, and going to the line for the Nets is going to be Dr. J again. He's a 79-9. First one rattles around and drops in. But he misses the second one. Tough night for Irving so far from the free throw line. And it's 34-30. It's a 4-point game. Here comes Utah, 8:20 to go in the opening half, and Utah turns the ball over. 8 minutes to go. Here come the Nets the other way. And there's another foul. Going to the line is going to be Larry Keenan. He's a 77 even free throw shooter. He makes the first one. And Special K sinks both of them. His first points of the second quarter. And it's now 36-30 in favor of the Nets. Here come the Stars with 7:40 to go here in the first half. And this is an and one, so taking the shot is going to be Moses Malone, and he's fouled. Basket is good, so we give Malone 2 points here. That gives the Stars 32, and he's going to be going to the line to make a 3-point play. He's a 63.5 free throw shooter, and he drops it. So 3-point play from Malone. And it is a 3-point game, 36-33, with 7:20 to go in the first half. And the Nets sink a basket. And that is coming from Ed Manning. And it's 38-33. 5-point game, 7 minutes to go in the opening half. Here come the Stars. And that's a basket, and making that shot is going to be shooting guard Ron Boone. So it's 38-35, 3-point lead for the Nets, 6:40 to go in the half. And there's a foul. Going to the line for the Nets is going to be Dr. J again. He's a 79.9 free throw shooter. He misses the first one. Irving is having a tough game from the free throw line. And he gets the second one to drop after it rattles around a bit. So that's 39 for the Nets to 35 for the Stars. 4-point lead, 6:40 to go in the opening half. And there's another foul. It's been physical out there. And going to the line is Ron Boone, shooting guard. He's an 86 even free throw shooter. He makes the first one and makes the second one. So 2 free throws from Boone, and it's now a 2-point game, 39-37, with 6 minutes to go in the half. Here come the Nets. And there's a basket, and making that one, Special K again, Larry Keenan. That gives the Nets 41-37 for the Stars. 4-point lead with 5:40 to go in the opening half. And this is a 2-point attempt. Taking the shot is going to be shooting guard Ron Boone. He'll be defended by Super John Williamson, who's a -2. Ron Boone becomes a 47.5, and good defense by Williamson has the Nets going the other way. There's 5:20 to go in the opening half, and the Nets turn the ball right back over. 5 minutes to go. Here's Utah, and this is a 3-point attempt, and taking this shot is going to be shooting guard Ron Boone. He will be defended by Al Skinner, who's a -4. So that's going to make Boone a 26.3. And from downtown, he misses. Good defense by Al Skinner. And we're going the other way. 4:40 to go in the half. And the Nets lead 41-37. And another foul. Going to the line for the Nets is going to be Billy Paltz. He's a 74.8 free throw shooter. This first one rattles around and falls in. And the second one rattles around and does not. And here comes Utah the other way. So Paltz gets 1 of 2. And that gives the Nets 42 to Utah's 37. I removed the clock. Here come the Stars with 4:20 to go in the half. And another foul. Physical game out there. And going to the line for the Stars is going to be Moses Malone. Malone is a 63.5. That rattles around and drops in. And the second one is good as well. So 2 free throws for Malone. And it's now 42 to 39. 3-point game, 4 minutes to go in the half. Here come the Nets. And that's an and one. And that's going to be Brian Taylor gets the basket and is fouled. He's going to go to the line for a 3-point play. He is a 76.5 free throw shooter, and he completes the 3-point play by getting the free throw to drop, and that's 45 for the Nets to 39. So they have a 6-point lead with 3:40 to go in the half. And that's going to be a basket for Utah. And making that one is shooting guard Ron Boone. 6 points for Boone here in the second period. And it's 45 to 41. 4-point lead for the Nets, 3:20 to go in the half. And the Nets turn the ball over. Here comes Utah the other way, 3 minutes to go. And yet another foul, and going to the line for the Stars is going to be Moses Malone again. He's a 63.5, makes the first one, and makes the second one. So it is a 2-point game, 45 to 43 in favor of the Nets. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first period. And this is going to be a 3-point basket for the Nets from outside at the arc. That shot is coming from Bill Melchione, his first points of the game off the bench. And from out at the arc, he drops it. And the Nets are now at 48. It's a 43 for Utah. It's a 5-point game. 2:20 to go here in the first period, or excuse me, the first half. And that is going to be a basket for the Stars. And getting that one to drop is going to be Wall Jones off the bench. It's 48 to 45, 3-point lead. 2 minutes to go. Here come the Nets. And that's going to be a basket, and making that one, Special K again. And the Nets hit 50 to the Stars 45 with 1:40 to go. Here comes Utah. It's a basket, and making that one is going to be Jim Eakins off the bench. And it's 50 to 47 in favor of the Nets. 1:20 to go in the half. And this is a 2-point attempt, and taking this shot is Al Skinner. He will be defended by Ron Boone, who is a +1. That makes Skinner an even 50. And good defense by Boone. Forces the miss by Skinner, and it's the Stars coming the other way with 1 minute to go. This is a 2-point attempt for the Stars, and taking this shot is going to be Wall Jones off the bench. He'll be defended by Super John Williamson, who's a -2. That makes Jones a 39.3. Good defense by Williamson, and the Nets are coming the other way with 40 seconds to go. It's a free throw attempt. Going to the line for the Nets is going to be Al Skinner. He's a 76.6. Makes the first one and makes the second one. Getting some good production from Skinner off the bench. And the Nets have 52-47 for the Stars. 5-point lead with 20 seconds to go. Yeah. Another foul, and going to the line for Utah is going to be Moses Malone. 63.5. He misses the first one and misses the second one. The final possession of the half is going to go to New York. Here they come, and they turn the ball over, and that's the end of the first half. With the score, the Nets 52 and the Utah Stars 47. So it's a 5-point lead at the half. I'll be back with the second half after I total up the stats. All right, we're back for the second half with the Nets leading 52-47. They have a 5-point lead here in Utah, Salt Lake City at the Salt Palace. And here's the tip-off, and it's the Nets again. So here they come down the court, and there's a foul. And going to the line is going to be Julius Erving, who's a 79.9. He's been having a rough game from the line, and that continues. He misses the first one, but makes the second. So it's now a 6-point lead, 53-47. And here comes Utah. And another foul. And going to the line is Moses Malone again. 63.5. He makes the first one and makes the second one. So it's now a 4-point game, 53-49. 11:20 to go in the third. Here come the Nets. And that's going to be a basket, and making that one will be the Whopper Billy Paltz, who's had to contend with Moses Malone most of this game. But that gives the Nets 55-49 in favor of the Nets. And here comes Utah. And this is going to be a 2-point attempt. And taking this shot is going to be Jim Eakins off the bench. He will be defended by Larry Keenan, who's a -6. That makes Eakins a 44.3. And Eakins makes the shot. So it's now 55-51. Favor of the Nets. 10:40 to go in the third. And this is a basket. And making this shot will be Larry Keenan. Been picking up the slack from Erving, who's not having a typical Erving game here. But that gives the Nets 57. And they lead by 6, 57-51. 10:20 to go in the third. And here's a basket for Utah, and making this one is Al Smith, the point guard. His first points of the game. And it's 57-53. 10 minutes to go. Here come the Nets. And that's a foul. Going to the line will be Ryan Taylor. He's a 76.5. Makes the first one, makes the second one. So 2 free throws from Taylor make it 59-53. 6-point lead, 9:40 to go in the third. And here come the Stars. And here's a 2-point attempt. Taking this shot will be Randy Denton, backup center, and he will be defended by Billy Paltz, who's a -7. So that makes Denton 43.3. And good defense from the Whopper forces the miss. And we are going the other way. 9:20 to go here in the third. Here come the Nets, and that's going to be a basket. And making this one, it's going to be Wendell Ladner. First points for Ladner. Fan favorite. And it's now 61 to 53. 8-point lead. 9 minutes to go. Here comes Utah. And they turn it over. Nets are going on a little bit of a run here. 8:40 to go. And there's another foul. Going to the line will be Julius Erving again. 79.9. Misses the first one. Erving is having an awful game from the line. And the second one rattles around and drops in. Erving shakes his head. The Nets have 62. It's a 9-point lead. 62 to 53. 8:20 to go. Here comes Utah. And another foul. Going to the line is going to be Ron Boone. He is an 86 even. Makes the first one. Makes the second one. So 2 for Boone from the line. And the Stars have 55 to the Nets 62. So 7-point lead with 8 minutes to go in the third. And here come the Nets. And yet another foul. And going to the line is going to be Bill Melchione. He's a 79.5. Misses the first one. And makes the second one. So Melchione has a free throw to go along with that 3-pointer he hit. And that gives the Nets 63 to 55. It's an 8-point lead. Here come the Stars with 7:40 to go. And they get one to drop. And making that shot is Moses Malone. Malone's having a good game. That gives the Stars 57 to 63, so it's a 6-point game. 7:20 to go in the third. Here come the Nets. And the Nets are going on a run. Not what Utah needed. So let's see what that is. 88. That's going to be a 10-2 run. All right, so we'll roll to see which column or row we're using for distribution. And it's going to be this middle row here. All right, so we're going to get one free throw from the point guard, and that's going to be Brian Taylor. So we get a free throw from Brian Taylor. And that's it for him. Nothing from the shooting guard. Small forward is going to get 2 baskets and 1 free throw. Or I guess that would be an and 1. And that is going to be Julius Erving. So Erving will get basket, free throw. So that's a 2-pointer and a free throw. And another 2-pointer. So that puts the Nets at 69. And the power forward gets 1 2-point basket, and that'll be Larry Keenan. That puts them at 71. Keenan gets that basket. And then lastly, be 2 free throws from the center, and that'll be Billy Paltz. So that puts the Nets at 73. Now also in this run, we get 2 points from power forward for Stars, and that is going to be Gerald Govan. All right, and that gives the Stars 59. So it's now a 14-point lead for the Nets. We take 2 minutes off the clock. That takes us down to 5:20. And it's Utah's ball. And they turn it over. My. 5 minutes to go in the third. And that's going to be another basket for the Nets. And making this one is going to be Larry Keenan, having himself a good game. The Nets are at 75 to 59, 16-point lead, 4:40 to go. Utah needs a run, but they're going to get a basket here, and making this one will be Gerald Govan. Gets the Stars to 61, but they trail by 14. 4:20 to go here in the third. Here come the Nets, and that's another basket, and making that one is going to be the Doctor. Doctor seems to have woken up a little bit, woken up, I should say. And here comes Utah the other way with 4 minutes to go here in the third. And it's foul. Going to the line is going to be John Roche. And he's a 79.5. He makes the first one and makes the second one. His first points of the game. And that gives the Stars 63. So they trail by 12, 75 to 63 with 3:40. Here come the Nets. It's going to be another basket. Making this one Billy Paltz, the Whopper. So the Nets have 77 to 63 for Utah. 3:20 to go here at the Salt Palace. That's in the third quarter. And that's a turnover by the Stars. 3 minutes to go. Nets coming the other way. And this is going to be a 2-point attempt. And taking that shot is going to be Larry Keenan. He will be defended by Govan, and he is a -1. So that's going to make Keenan a 49.9. And good defense by Govan. Forces the miss, and here come the Stars the other way. This is a basket. Making this one is going to be Jim Eakins off the bench. So it's a 12-point game in favor of the Nets. 2:20 to go here in the third. And another foul going to the line for New York. It's going to be Billy Paltz. He's a 74.9. Makes the first one and makes the second one. So 2 for Billy Paltz from the line. And he has 8 points this quarter. And the Nets have 79 to 65 for the Stars with 2 minutes to go in the third. And another foul, and going to the line for the Stars is going to be, guess who? Moses Malone. He's a 63.5. He makes the first one, but misses the second one. So Malone picks up 1 point there. Gives the Stars 66 to 79, 13-point game. 1:40 to go. Here come the Nets. And the Nets are going on another run. Add insult to injury. All right. This run is going to take them into the fourth quarter. So we rolled a 53. That's going to be a 6-0 run. And we'll see how this is distributed. 83 is coming from the final column. So the small forward is going to get 2 free throws. And those are going to be Irving. So he finally gets a couple free throws to fall for him in a row. So that's 2 free throws for Irving. That takes them to 81. And we get 2 baskets from the power forward, and they're both coming from Larry Keenan. Keenan's having a heck of a game. That takes the Nets to 85. And that's it. So that's the scoring. And we take 2 minutes off the clock. That takes us to the end of the third quarter, and we're going to have to start the fourth quarter at 11:40 to compensate for not being able to get the run in completely in the third. I think you know what I mean. And I'll be back after I get third quarter totals. All right, we're back for the final period. I must have missed marking off some baskets because after totaling the points, it's the Nets 89 and 67. So it's a 22-point lead. Wow. But here we go to start the final period. And roll for the jump ball. And this time, finally, Utah wins the jump to start the fourth. And somebody's going to the line. And it's going to be Ron Boone, who's an 86 even. Makes the first one. And makes the second one. So 2 from Boone. Free throws, that is, and that gives them 69. So it's a 20-point game, 89 to 69. Here come the Nets. That's going to be a basket. And making that one is Larry Keenan. That gives the Nets 91. 11:20 to go. Utah really needs a run. And this is going to be another foul. Going to the line for the Stars is, you guessed it, Moses Malone. It's a 63.5. Misses the first one and misses the second one. And the Nets are going the other way with 11 minutes left in the game. But they turn it over. Here's a chance for Utah to cut into the lead a bit. This is a 2-point attempt. Taking this shot is going to be Randy Denton, backup center. He will be defended by Billy Paultz, who's a -7. That makes Denton a 43.3. And good defense by Paultz forces the miss. And here come the Nets the other way. It's going to be a basket. Making this one is BT. Point guard Brian Taylor. And the Nets are at 93 to 69. This is a blowout at this point. Utah really needs a run. They need a couple runs, actually. But they're going to get a basket here. And making this one will be Jim Eakins off the bench. That gets them to 71. They got a long way to catch up to the Nets 93. There's 9:40 to go, and the Nets have the ball. 39. That is going to be another foul, and going to the line will be Dr. J. He's a 79-9. Makes the first one, and makes the second. So those 2 free throws from Irving give the Nets 95 to Utah's 71. 24-point lead with 9:20 to go in the game. And that is a turnover by the Stars. Here come the Nets the other way. It's going to be another basket. And making that one is going to be John Williamson, who's been relatively quiet on the offensive end, but has made a few good defensive plays. So here we go the other way for the Stars. 8:40 to go in the game. And they turn it over again. So this has turned into a little run for the Nets without drawing a card. And there's a foul here. So going to the line for the Nets is going to be Willie Sojourner off the bench. He's a 70 even free throw shooter. Makes the first one and misses the second one, but gets his first point of the game here in the fourth. And the Nets are at 96 to Utah 71. 25-point lead. Here come the Stars with 8 minutes. The Salt Palace is starting to empty out. And that is going to be a 3-point basket. Those who are still here are going to see Al Smith hit one from out at the arc. And a Bronx cheer erupts here in Salt Lake City, as it's now a 22-point game, 96 to 74 with 7:40 to go. And guess what? The Nets are going on another run. Adding insult to injury yet again. And let's see, 16. That's an 8-0 run. My goodness. Well, the Nets are getting their revenge for the season opener when they were thrashed by these very Utah Stars. But let's see what this run's going to be. We got a 76. So we're going to be looking at the fourth row. So first will be the point guard. He's going to get one free throw, and that is going to be Bill Melchione, I believe. Yes. So Melchione gets a free throw, and that puts the Nets at 97. And next is the shooting guard. He's going to get a 2-point basket, and that will be Super John Williamson. Nets are at 99. Small forward gets a basket, and that'll be Irving. And the Nets cross 100 and sit at 101. And then power forward gets 2. 67 is Larry Keenan. Larry Keenan gets a 2. Puts the Nets at 103. And lastly, the center will get one free throw, and that'll be Billy Paltz. All right. So that puts the Nets at 104, and we take 2 minutes off the game clock, and we're down to 5:40. And it's Utah's ball. And the score is now 104 to 74, a 30-point lead. Stars are running out of time, especially when they turn the ball over again. And there's 5:20 to go. Here come the Nets. And there's a foul. And going to the line for the Nets is going to be Billy Paltz. He's a 74.8. Makes the first one. Makes the second one. And this is turned into a laugher. It's 106 to 74. 5 minutes to go. Here comes Utah. And that's a basket for the Stars. And making that one is going to be Al Smith, the point guard. He has 5 points in this fourth quarter. And the Stars are at 76. 4:40 to go. Here come the Nets. And that is going to be a turnover. Here come the Stars the other way. And they're going to go on a run. A much-needed run. Let's see what it is. It's a 71, and that'll be a 6-0. So that'll cut into the lead a little bit. And we'll see how the points are going to be distributed. 13 coming from the top column. So 2 points for the small forward. And that'll be Roger Brown. So 2 points for Roger Brown. Gets them to 78. And 2 points for the power forward. And that'll be 60. Jim Eakins. Gets them to 80. And 2 points for the center. And that'll be Randy Denton off the bench. Moses Malone has been quiet this second half. Very quiet. So Denton gets, as a matter of fact, he hasn't scored this second half. So Denton gets the basket, and the Stars get to 82. But now we're down to 220 because of the run. So this game is winding down, and the Nets lead 106 to 82. 24-point lead. But here come the Nets. And there's a foul. Going to the line is going to be Billy Paltz. He's a 74.8. Makes the first one. makes the second one. This game is all but over. 108 to 82. 2 minutes to go. Here comes Utah. Can they get another run to make it respectable? Not this time down, but there is a foul, and going to the line for the Stars will be Jim Eakins. He's an 83.6 free throw shooter. First one rattles around and does not drop, but he gets the second one to fall. So that's 83 now for the Stars. Here come the Nets the other way with 1:40 to go. This is just academic at this point. And it's going to be someone going to the line, and that is going to be Dr. J. He's a 79.9. Makes the first one. Makes the second one. And the Nets are at 110. With 1:20 to go, Utah's at 83. And that is going to be another foul, and going to the line will be shooting guard Ron Boone. He's an 86 even. He makes the first one and makes the second one. 2 for Boone from the free throw line. And the Stars have 85 points to the Nets 110. And there's a minute to go. And here comes New York. 17. Another foul. Going to the line will be Billy Paltz again. He's a 74.8. Makes the first and makes the second. So the Nets are at 112. 40 seconds to go. Here comes Utah. And that's going to be a basket. And making that one will be John Roche off the bench. Gets Utah to 87. Nets 20 seconds to go. And they go on another run to end the game. So I'm not sure how to handle this. I don't have 2 minutes. Well, let's see what the run is anyway. 67 is a 6-0 run. So here's what I'm going to do. I only have 20 seconds to go. I'm just going to make it one basket because I don't have 2 minutes for the full run to go in. And making that basket will be Larry Keenan. So that's how the game's going to end. All right, so Keenan gets 2 more. And the Nets finish with 114. I'll be right back with the totals and a wrap in a few minutes. Okay, we're back for the wrap. I guess I missed marking a few other baskets down because when I totaled up the points, the final score ended up being the Nets 116 and Utah 92. So they lost by what? 10, would it be 102? 24. Okay, high scores for the game was Larry Keenan for the Nets. He had 28. Irving did recover in the second half and finished with 27. And the high man for the Utah Stars was Moses Malone, who was pretty quiet in the second half, only having 6 points of his 21 came after the half. As far as points distribution, in the 20s for the Nets, we had Paltz, Irving, and Keenan as mentioned. BT, Brian Taylor, point guard, scored 12. Off the bench, we got 7 from Skinner and 6 from Manning. So that was nice to see some contribution from those guys. Only 1 point from Willie Sojourner, but Billy Paltz made up for that with his 22. So the Nets are going to go to 9-1 And they go home now for a very short 2-game homestand, where in the first game, game 10, the next game, they will finally face the Indiana Pacers. So I'm kind of excited for that. Pacers are a good team. All right, so that's going to do it for this episode. If you hung out with me for this, I appreciate it and admire your patience. And I'll be back again in the near future with another video. And until then, take care.